Hi there folks, welcome back to the next part of this Arsenal challenge that we're doing with the updated database, picking up on the Premier League season here in part 2. And the good news is we have got Gabriel Jesus back from injury, scored a couple of goals already, and what that's also done is it's allowed me to shift Martinelli out onto the right wing, and that's given me a bit better balance and quality there in the first 11, which is a full Arsenal squad first 11. So that team I'm playing now, I haven't bought anybody in for that, and we still only had just the 2 signings there. So try to keep a bit of realism with that. But we're top of the league after 10 games, but Man City do have a game in hand. Newcastle aren't far behind either, Man United, Tottenham, so there's a few in the hunt there. And came back for the second part here because we've got a run of pretty decent games here, folks. We've got Newcastle, Liverpool, Man United, Tottenham, Chelsea, and we'll play through those, see how we got on. Comfortably won 6-0 in the UEFA Cup second round. Again, it was just a terrible team that we drew, so that was another kind of gimme there. So we've had a pretty easy time of it in the UEFA Cup so far. But yeah, we're looking good there, and we'll start off this next game against Newcastle, see how we got on. So it's Jesus up front now, along with Nketiah, who's just popped up with a goal. And his values really went up a bit as well. I think he's nearly 10 million now, so a couple of England caps. So really good strike partnership there, and as I say, that freed up Martinelli to move on to the right wing role as well. A wee book in there for Gabriel. So yeah, don't think I'm really going to look at bringing in many players, maybe one or two, but keeping an eye on the transfer list really, because there's no point other than kind of bargains there. Maybe Ben White might be the only space to improve on in the actual first 11 now. Other than that, they're all cracking players. And of all the people that have been picking up cards, it's not really been Xhaka, which is what I kind of expected. That's what he's known for, but he's behaved himself so far. So there we are, solid little win there. Well, 1-0, but I don't think Newcastle were really doing much there. So we'll take that one. Yeah, Ben White's in the huff because I gave him a warning for poor performance, but that happens. We're starting to see a bit of interest in players now. So we'll pop a couple on the bench. And Balogun's value going up as well, so there's not really anybody that's doing too bad. A big 6-0 for Man City there though. Haaland scored 30 goals in 16 games. Wow. So yeah, it's all Man City at the top of the player ratings there. Darwin Núñez. So yeah, we've definitely got a challenge on our hands here, folks, with this Man City team that we're going up against. No, we'll not be selling Saliba. Maybe just give him a new contract. Kind of gets irritating when you get big bids coming in all the time and you really don't want to sell, but it's part of the game. So this one will be a routine again against Kisvarda. So we're 1-0 at half time there. So 2-0 it finishes there. Sorry, I had someone at the door there, but they mustn't have been looking for me. So here we go then, we'll have Liverpool in the next game. All in pretty good condition there. So away to Anfield. And 1-0, so there's two big name players scoring, Salah, Jesus. So it looks like it's a pretty even game in this one, folks. A bit of play in our final third there actually, so Liverpool's obviously a threat. And we might just give Xhaka a rest in the second half there. Draw wouldn't be a disaster here. Oh, what a goal for Nketiah, 90th minute. Fantastic result. Man City still unbeaten as well. But that's us unbeaten in 12 games, folks, so the season's starting to kick off here. And yeah, this was a big run of games here. We still have Man United, Tottenham, Chelsea there. So we'll play through those. And we'll get the UEFA Cup third round soon as well. Yeah, he can go. Okay, so it's Blackburn in the League Cup. So this first 11 seems pretty settled now, folks. Quite happy with Martinelli out on the right wing. Could technically swap them round, I guess, him and Saka if we had to, but Saka's got the left foot, so I like him on the left there, and he's been in pretty good form. Couple of goals for Odegaard. And a lot of the players in this Arsenal team as well, they're young, so they're just going to keep getting better. Developing quite well. And Martinelli popping up. He's only 21. Didn't realise he was that young. There we are, so pretty dominant stuff there, so we'll give Saliba a breather, I think. Yeah, not much coming back from Blackburn there, but they're a mid-table kind of championship club, I guess, so shouldn't really expect too much. Can maybe make a bit of an argument that Trossard isn't setting the world alight in that attacking midfield role. 8 goals in 13 games though, so yeah, not too shabby. So we've got the UEFA Cup third round. Let's see who we get here. Union Berlin. So that's another decent draw there. Quite like that one. Yeah, you can go. So here we are, it's the big one against Man United, and we'll pop Smith Rowe in for Xhaka. Other than that, we're at full strength. So it's Man United, Tottenham, Union Berlin, Chelsea, and then we'll call this one a wrap. But it's good to get through. If we can get through this run of big games without losing, then you know we're in the hunt. We're keeping up with Man City so far, but they do look like they're going to be pretty spectacular themselves. Both teams still unbeaten, and Man United not that far away either. So this is also a big one. And we'll give Saka a wee rest there, I think. And Trossard. Try a couple of different players there. Get in, Odegaard. And again. We're going to hold on. Looking like it. Good result. So that's another big win, folks. We're really on the run here. Through that difficult period, if we can come through with consecutive wins out of those games. So beating Newcastle, beating Liverpool, beating Man United, all by a goal, but they all count. And we'll have Spurs next on the 17th. Man City still hot on the trail here, they've just beaten Tottenham, so well, he's a hot prospect, I guess. So it's Tottenham away, keeping this run going. There we are, Trossard pops up with a goal. Been looking for a little bit more from him, folks, to be fair. And looks like he's doing well in this game, although maybe there's something not with his physical, because his stamina's not great, even though his rating for stamina seems to be good enough. But we'll try Rashida in that role, I think, in the second half. Boom, Odegaard makes it 2. So we've got City's got 3 games in hand, so they can still technically take us over. So yeah, they're going to be so tough to beat, I think, the way this is shaping up. So we're getting close enough to halfway anyway. But that's a solid win there, a nice clean 2-0 against Tottenham. Happy with that one. And it'll be Union Berlin followed by Chelsea. Oh, and then I think Man City have just popped up there in the League Cup. That's a draw. Wow. League Cup 4th round, Man City away. That's a bummer. I think we'll have too much for Union Berlin. You get a wee look at the transfer list again. Not really anything going on there, although Cornet's not a bad left winger. He's pretty good for being frozen out at West Ham. But he's been played in Europe, so not really of any use to me. Right folks, so I don't need to make any changes here. I can bring Xhaka back in. I want to do that actually. Smith Rowe maybe going to do better. Yeah, we'll give Smith Rowe a run. And Xhaka's ratings aren't the best. We'll see if Smith Rowe can make that jersey his own then. He has developed a fair bit since the start of the season. Definitely looks better from a fitness point of view and physical attributes there. So we'd be wanting a goal here. We don't want to be going over to Germany with things to do, really. Looking in pretty good physical shape. Come on, get this goal. That's it, Jesus pops up. I think I'll just let them play out the 90 of the full 11 there, give them a good run out here, and Jesus gets his second goal, so that's a bit of comfort there for the second leg. Yeah, I didn't think you'd get much from Union Berlin, but they do have a couple of good players, I think. I think Becker there is pretty decent. So we have a couple of suspensions here for this Chelsea game. Man City keep thumping teams as well though. Okay, so we'll give Holding a game, and Saka will be substituted by Pepe then. See how we get on with that. I don't think Chelsea are doing particularly well, sitting in 7th. No better than they actually did this year. Odegaard seems to be turning it into quite the season for him. 8 goals, 6 assists in 17 games. Really good player. But something's going to have to give between ourselves and Man City eventually. Boom. Smith Rowe pops up. Yeah, I didn't think 90 minutes would be possible with Pepe there. Hasn't played a lot of football. He's a half decent winger, I guess, but if I was planning to play this for a few seasons, I might have got a bit more involved in players' signings and stuff, but this first 11 is just amazing, to be fair. It just depends whether we're as amazing as Man City, but we're absolutely hammering Chelsea here. 5-0 with a few minutes left. 6. Fantastic. But still, Man City, wow. This is going to be a good one, folks. I think this is going to be a right proper title run-in. And a 10 out of 10 for Martinelli, so good to see him settling into that right wing spot, making it his own. Kind of takes the heat off me to actually bring anyone in. He looks a half decent left winger though. Has he played in Europe? No. Adnan Januzaj, remember him? Teenage superstar, didn't really work out that way. He's had more loans than the west of Glasgow. Right, so we'll be popping Pepe back in, and we'll give Vieira a try here. Xhaka on the bench. Yeah, we're good to go with that. No doubt a new contract for Nketiah. You can forget that big signer-on fee, but you can have a wage rise. Okay, so we've got Manchester City in the League Cup, and that'll wrap up December, which has been an excellent month. Wins against Newcastle, Liverpool, Man United, Tottenham, Chelsea. You'd think we should have a big gap at the top of the league with wins like that, but Man City mean business as well. So let's see how we got on with them in the cup here. Get in, Saka. Oh, silly boy. This is not going to be fun. You do not want to go down to 10 men against these guys early on. Can't believe we're hanging on. I was going to say, can't believe we've hung on till half time, but we haven't. Oh, but we've scored. Rashida. A little pickup from Norwich. He's actually quite a good all-round little player there, attacking wise. Can play pretty much anywhere up front. Right, so we've got a game on our hands in this second half. Going to make a wee change in the midfield. Game on. I wonder what ridiculous amount of goals Haaland's on by now. 37 goals already. Wow. Yep, Walker pops up. We're obviously going to go out here. It'll be a late goal. End of 90 minutes. Right, I've got a wee trick up my sleeve on the bench. Trossard for Wissa, I think. Wow, how long can you live with Man City at 10 men before it goes tits up? Not much longer. Come on, get to penalties at least, then we've got a chance. It is, penalties. I suppose that's technically okay considering like we were down to 10 men for like the whole game. So Vieira's definitely on one. Jesus. Yeah, we'll go with that. Okay. Yes, what's that? Oh, Ramsdale saves. Advantage. Another save, Ramsdale. Oh, if he scores, that's it. Oh, Jesus, you've effed up against your former club. That's it though. Kevor, who I've not really heard of myself, but there we are. Penalty shootout win. Keeping it rolling in the League Cup there. But Martinelli, you silly boy. So there we have it, folks. We clung on for dear life in the League Cup there against Man City, and we won on penalties. So we're trucking along just fine. We'll have a massive game against Man City in February here. But yeah, things are going pretty well there. Top of the league, although games in hand might alter that. But we'll have a wee look at any free transfers, I guess, in the next couple of weeks. But there we have it. So that's part 2. That's Arsenal, still unbeaten in all competitions, drawn 2 in the league. But yeah, couldn't really be going better. And more of a balance to the 11 now with Jesus being back, Martinelli on that right wing. Pretty good team, to be fair. There we are. Catch you in the next video, folks. Cheers.